back. I'm trying to figure everything out. Y'all come on back in. Come on in, YouTube. I hope I did it right. Hey, Foxy Queen D. Hey, Tara Underwood. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Miss Glenda Jones? Hey, Anita Harris. Hey, Vanessa Smith. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, my friend Sharon Everett. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Lin Ling. Hey, Kay Johnson. Hey, Minuet. Hey, Faith Angel. Hey, Donna Brown. Can y'all hear me now? Honey, I'm trying to work things out. So I got this phone and I moved this one out the way and I got this one, but I had to upload everything. And I don't have to record to the side on this one. I can hold it the way I'm used to. Hey, Sherry Vault, how you doing? So listen, y'all, we're getting ready to get ready for the holidays, right? So what I want to do is make sure, can y'all see me pretty good? So I'm going to make sure we start working on our chicken and dressing. We start working on the things that is going to be required. Our greens, turnip greens, um, doing some turnip and mustard greens and collard greens and all the greens we can think of. When we cook for Thanksgiving, we go crazy. I feel a little bit better. I got up. I've been moving around. I go to the doctors, y'all know, on Monday. I meet with my surgeon. I have my MRI disc. I washed my hair today. I washed it. So that feels good. I felt good. Yes, I feel better. I'm still in pain but I have to keep moving. So y'all, I just feel good. Let me tell y'all, it's so much stuff I got to share. I didn't want to deal with the negativity on Facebook. I feel like it's just too much going on there. Um, I'm still going to be on Facebook. Don't get me wrong, but I can focus better. And I can say what I really want to say. And I can talk about the Lord like I want to because he's just that good. So let me tell y'all what happened. So this is what happened to me today. I just been an emotional being. So I found out that this young girl, I used to do all their hair. I remember when she was born, I did her mama, her aunt, her grandparents. Y'all, they had her funeral today. 22 years old. She left back 2 kids. COVID-19. I was devastated. I just found out in the funerals today. So, needless to say, I didn't get to make it to the funeral. But it just broke my heart. And all I could think of is when I look back over my life and I see all the things God's done for me. I've been through sickness, heartaches, and pain. The Lord, he blessed me still. Oh, I could have been dead and gone. The Lord, he spared my life. Oh, yes, he did. Now I can say, y'all know I can't pull on my back, that I'm still here. And it's by the grace of God. It's hard to sing when you pull from your midsection. because it pull on your back. Hey, Connie. So that's the first song that I'm still here, and it's by the grace of God, y'all. And so I want to get us ready for Thanksgiving. It'll be here before you know it. We need to. I'm gonna have to upload my videos really here, because every time I upload videos on Facebook, I write the title out and they remove it. Okay, don't ask me why. Also on YouTube, I'm still filling out my paperwork, but they're giving me some monetization. Soon as I get through getting everything verified, they verified my account. They giving me these little super chats and something else. Oh, you can join the channel. But I'm still in the process of doing all my stuff. Now I do know you can send super chats. You buy those super chats like you bought stars, and you can send. I don't know what the least one is. It might be 99 cents, but I'm not quite sure. But I do know that you can send those. But I'm still working everything out. I'm new, so I don't know everything. But, I need you all to keep that family in your prayers, because I think about it could have been me. I'm not a spokesman for COVID-19 vaccination. That's personal. hmm It don't apply to me. It applies to you. So it's personal. You ain't got to discuss if you're going to get it or not. Okay. But I hate to see a 22-year-old. And now they're saying they got a booster for those of us that have had the vaccination. If you've had the Moderna or the Pfizer, but not if you had the Johnson and Johnson. And they said they're giving it to people that's got health conditions first. hmm but I'm not a spokesman, and I'm not the jury. But I'm willing to take the stand because I had COVID. I had COVID-19. Me, my husband, Avery, and son. And it was rough. And we all fought it differently. Avery was the carrier. It came from school. The only out the only way I could tell she had it was at the end. It put a big eczema on her ankle. And the doctor said, well, it had to come out some kind of way. With me, I went through everything where you're tired, you can't sleep. You want to sleep all the time. You can't taste, you can't smell, you can't breathe that good. But my husband, he had a touch of pneumonia with it, so it was worse on him. The ambulance had to be called and all that kind of stuff. So everybody fights it differently. Even if you're in the same household, you fight it different. Well, see, I've already had mine. You gonna still get it. You can still get it. It's just like you can still get the flu, but I get a flu shot every year. You can still get it. It's just that one of my friends told me she's a bad diabetic. Now I'm not a diabetic, but yeah, Donna Brown, you can still die and everything, but it says that it makes your fight not as hard. But like I say, I'm not. I was just shocked to see that 22-year-old today being funeralized. If you're friends with the funeral home, they show the funerals here. They go live. And I was like devastated. And the preacher said, you looking at a 22-year-old laying in this coffin that left two kids behind. He said, I'm going to give you advice, two things. He said, get the COVID and get Jesus. So I'm not saying that it you can't. It's like the flu. You get the flu shot and you still can have the flu. I was just saying I'm still hearing this by the grace of God because I had it. And my husband had to go to the hospital. And we were in the same house, but our bodies fought it different. And I don't think that we're done with it because there's two new strands where you've got the Delta variant and you've got the Lambda. And so they say is that there's another new strand. And until they really know what they're doing, it's hard to say how long it's going to be before we're done with this. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Hold on. Can't move this knee. Ah, God. Y'all still there? Yeah, I think you can't even get the shot unless you have had the other ones for 6 months. But, you know, hey, Connie Simmons, I love you. Um, but that's just all I had to say. I'm not, let me tell you, in Georgia, we hit a million, over a million. Now, that's a million from the time it started that people have been diagnosed with it, just in the state of Georgia. But we're in the red in my county right now. So some of the schools have actually started going back to um, distance learning, social distance learning. So I don't know. And my kids have been in, my daughter been back in school. They started back on August the 4th. And so they're in the yellow. So Emmanuel battles, it depends on how far you live. I don't know how far behind stuff may be. Tiffany Townsend, I heard it was bad. The Delta variant is bad in Louisiana. And they said it's because Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, those people, it's a very low count of vaccinations. So that's what I heard. I mean, I talked to, I got a couple of people here from Mississippi that's living there, and they told me that the shots are not, people are not taking the shots. So it's pretty aggressive. Stephanie dispute. That's what I can't understand. Even in the state of Texas, they are trying to have all these different things signed to say that they don't have to wear a mask. Now everybody know in Cobb County you need to wear a mask. Cobb County had a mask mandate when we didn't, but it's our governor. Our governor is just horrible, and Florida is getting hit pretty hard right now. And then you've got earthquakes. Y'all think about it. Haiti's Haiti hadn't got over Haiti hadn't got over the last earthquake, and now look what they got hit with, one 7 point something on the Richter scale. Um, then they were saying that a hurricane was headed in their direction. Um, Y'all know that Afghanistan, I mean, time America pulled out, the Taliban took over. I don't understand after they were there for 20 years that their government didn't get themselves together. Yeah, Tiffany Townsend, I don't know what it's going to take. I don't tell people what to do. And I can understand why really a lot of people, and especially black people, are afraid to take this vaccination after the experiment that the government did, with the Tuskegee experiment, giving all those people syphilis. So a lot of people just don't trust the government. But that's what I'm saying. That's why Keisha Lance Bottoms is no longer gonna be the mayor. She can't deal with Kemp. It's just too much. I wear my mask when I go out. I put it back on. I had got comfortable not having it on, but that was a no for me. Our governor cheated his way in there anyway, but we're going to have to learn how to stick together. I hate to say that, but how are you going to inhabit a whole land if you don't know how to work together on the simple things? And this is just the beginning of sorrow. I hate to say it. The Bible speaks about the great falling away, the churches. It's going to be hard. Did y'all know that church, somebody remember this, church is the easiest place to stop going to, but it's the hardest place to come back to. Say that one more time, Mama Tracy. Church is the easiest place to stop going to, but the hardest place to come back to. But it's the place that we need help the most. We need prayer. Money don't handle everything. That's just the truth. People say, well, if you put the mask on, you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide. I say, take a chance. If I'm protecting you, protect me. We're going to have another shutdown. So while I got y'all a small group on here, let me give you some helpful hints. Helpful hints from mama. Just helpful hints. Go buy your flour. Go buy your cornmeal. Pour it in freezer bags. Make sure all the air is out. Freeze your cornmeal and freeze your flour. Go buy all the rice you want. Put it in your freezer bags. Freeze your rice. Let me tell you something. You can live. You can create, even if it's with water. You can create and live off of flour, cornmeal, and rice. How do I know? Because that's what a lot of poor people in Africa live off of. Honey, Kelby sung a song one time. She did the vamp for a group. And then her part was Hope for Haiti. Hope for Haiti. Now this been, 10, 12 years ago. And now look, it really is hope for Haiti. Now I have a girl that's from Haiti. She's a school teacher. I would love to raise money and give it to her to send to her family to make sure her family got it. But I don't even know if you can do that. But I could tell you this, you better get ready to shut down. I'm just talking, I haven't got finished now. This is prep work. This is just mama giving you some quick advice. When I grew up, can I just be real? When I grew up, we had little bugs, little roaches would come. Not because we was dirty sometimes. It would just be because people would give you bags of clothes and stuff. But my mama kept our cornmeal and our flour and stuff in the refrigerator. I'm not ashamed from whence I came. Um, so you can freeze flour, you can freeze cornmeal, you can freeze rice, okay? You can even take your grits and shake them out and separate it and freeze them. Okay, grits is made out of the same thing cornmeal is. The next thing is you can take and buy you up some oil and stuff like that. Your canola oil and stuff. Dry beans, get you butter beans, white beans, pinto beans, mixed beans, lima beans, get your beans. Then you want to make sure that you preserve as much, buy as much things, get with some people that do canning. I love you too, Aaron Burrows. Get with somebody that knows how to can. Buy you up as much canned stuff as you can. I mean, you've got people right now, these people that can for fun, they can make all kind of money. You got canned peaches, but if not, buy you some canned goods because they last. Did you know that you could buy survivor kits? Those are the kits that they gave to the people, our military people, like when they're in Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia or Kuwait, when they're out in the desert. They give them these survival kits, and all you have to do is add water to them. Well, you can go on YouTube and order all that. You can get you, well, I don't know if it's a commercial deep, but it's a big deep freezer. And I've got two. Well, I'm going to take that back. Well, I do, but I don't, because I'm going to buy another one, and hopefully this weekend. It's a surplus place up here with brand new stuff, and I want to get another one because I only want to do my cakes. Like how I do my cakes is I'll go ahead and start in October making my layer cakes in case somebody wants locally. I'm only gonna do local stuff, but if they want like 2 layer chocolate cake or 3 layer um, vanilla with chocolate icing, or if they want a red velvet, all I got to do is get my cakes, layer cakes out and icing them. And cakes are easier to icing when they're frozen or cold. Yeah. Same thing I do with my sweet potato pies. Same thing you can do. Honey, sweet potato pies last a very long time in the freezer. And I went and bought me a cellar. I bought me a cellar. And what I do is when I do my collard greens and turnip greens, son is at work, AJ. Baby, he at work right now. Son working. He don't live here. Y'all know if he was here, he'd be up here saying, hey, y'all, it's son. The son at work. Yeah. He gets off about around, I think, 7 tonight. Something like that. What time is it? I told y'all son started at a new location. Well, he got off. I think he's off, but I don't know where he at. I think he is. But so you can seal stuff and preserve it longer. And you can tea leaves like tea and stuff, they last a long time. You can freeze all this stuff. I got me a seal, it pulls all the air out. And I do my collard greens, my turnip greens, and I just lay them flat like that and I stack them. Same way with corn. You better go get the last of the corn. Will you lose weight? Well, I don't know if you can. What you eat determines if you lose weight. See what? Let me fix my weight issue with these people that keeps worrying about weight. Clarissa Martin, I don't know why you come and ask me will you lose weight. If you're trying to be smart, then we're going to get you off of here. But first and foremost, I have a thyroid condition. Secondly, I'm on steroids. I'm not going to keep explaining it. I'm not a diabetic. My blood work is good. My mammogram came back good. My pap smear. You're not going to speak death over me. Now, if you lose weight, that's on you. My problem is I don't eat enough. I don't eat enough. I have an inactive thyroid. That means I'm not hungry. Today, I probably had 3, 4 bites of shrimp fried rice, and the rest of it has just been me resting and drinking water. So wherever you're trying to go, let's see if we're going to get this off of here. Let's put it in timeout. I like that. You can put them in timeout, honey. Yeah, let's go and get Carissa off of him. They said you could put her in time. I like this. Let's put her in timeout. Bye, girl. So what we gonna do is, because people love to tell you what you can eat or you eating the wrong thing, but they don't tell you, what if I tell her you ain't paying your bills right? You ain't raising your kids right. You don't clean your house right. And go look in the mirror. You ain't the size you supposed to be for your height. You go to the doctor, honey. If you 5'4", 5'5", you supposed to weigh 135 pounds. If you don't weigh that much, baby, you overweight. And a lot of people just simply ain't got it like they act like they do. Child, and then you look at their kids and they kids just get bathed the night before. You don't get up in the morning and check their face and check their underarms. Some of them smelling like hamburgers from Burger King. So ain't that the truth though? So let's get back to what we were talking about, helpful hints. So we got to get ready for a shutdown. Honey, can't nobody think about her. She got the wrong one. She said she just got. I like this. It said you can put your people in time out. They delete your comment and then you can't comment. You on time out. So you can hear everything I said, but you can't even say that back. So you be surprised. And misery love company. I have learned with working with people, young adults, teenagers, misery do love company. People come at you because they're not happy. And sometimes they bully people because they get bullied. They get bullied on their jobs. They get bullied by their significant other. He come home, get a bath, and leave and hang out with his friends. don't never do nothing with you, don't never take you or the kids nowhere. And so you come to somebody else's stuff and you see a flaw. See, let me tell y'all something about these type of people and these so-called people that got it together and so-called Christians. You judge people. You want to pick at homosexuals like that because you see they out of sin. You see they out of thing that's going on. But what about your secret sin? You nasty, filthy, good for nothing person. What about all the times you sitting up in that bed and taking care of yourself, honey, with that rose and doing all you want to do? But you want to judge other people's shortcomings that you can see. Don't get me started. Don't get me started where you can talk about me being big, but you won't turn your camera on. And if I offered to bring you on camera, you wouldn't come on camera because your hair ain't combed and you looking a total mess. You'll sit here and tell somebody else how to eat and everything else, and you sitting there eating late at night, laying down on it, and you ain't can, and then get up and take your bowl, eating in your bed. Don't take your bowl in there, got dishes in your sink, and then you're going to have the nerve to talk about what somebody else may or may not eat. You can sit here and tell me all day long I need to eat a salad every day. But ain't it amazing? There's so many cooks on here. They eat bad, they eat late, but because they skinny. Now go watch where I'm going. Y'all don't never have nothing negative to say because they skinny. Watch this. Have you ever noticed homosexuals and fat people get done worse than anybody? Anybody. You can sit around and have people doing mukbangs and eat everything in the world unhealthy. But if they skinny, it's all right. Oh, girl, you look good. Girl, you got a body. Girl, you built. But it's almost like being fat is a disease. Honey, if all I got to worry about is being fat, I'll take that. Because if I was just anybody, I say it's all good. But I know better, it's all God. So it's amazing when people try to target you, but they got things going on far much more than you being overweight. So much more. And God fixes your mouth a lot of times. You turn around and get fat grandkids, or you turn around and your kids start picking up, and you gaining weight in your mid stomach section, and you like a Michelin tire. You got little legs and all that big middle stomach. You turn around and have gay grandchildren, and all of a sudden you got compassion for gays. Child, I'm telling you, I done had my man for 34 years. He good. Roof over my head, clothes on my back, money in the bank. Honey, if I was just anybody, I'd say it's all good. But it is all God. And so we will be unbothered here. But the enemy is determined. I feel sorry for a young girl today. They just been taking people's monetization on Facebook for any little thing. And it seems as though it's more black people getting monetization taken away from them. And so this one girl put on her, she's a creator too. And she put on her page that her cousin died and stuff, and she made a post. Somebody reported it, and they took. I don't know why they would take that her supporter badge and stars, and she was just crying. Baby, don't let them see you cry. You can't. You got to keep it moving. You right, Gene P. Conley Sanders. We already know don't no man want no bone. And I tell you another thing, a man to go out here and get with a woman that look totally different than you. You can think you got it if you want to think you got it. You sit around here and think you be like that rich man did in the Bible. When he got his barns all stocked up and his cattle was in, and he said, tonight I can rest. But the Bible said, thy food tonight, thy soul is required of thee. You can't never get too comfortable. And you don't know. My mom used to say, honey, don't never say what you will or won't take. Don't never say what you will or won't do. You don't know what your children doing. You don't know. Sometimes they get caught up with people just like that and do something you never thought they would. You know what I'm saying, Candace Simmons? People would trick your children, and they worry about the wrong thing. They worry about the wrong thing. But they keep watching me because they know I can cook. hmm Yeah, they keep watching me because they know I can cook. And they want to learn something. You ain't got to watch me. Now, I'm all the way over here minding my business on YouTube. What you doing over here? Child, thyroids will mess you up. You can have an inactive or overactive. An overactive can make you drop weight just like that, but then you can pick it up. You know, playing with your thyroids is nothing to play with. I take medicine every day, but I'm still here by the grace of God. So, you know, we got to learn how to survive and use wisdom. People don't know, honey. Folks can sit around here and think they all this, that, and the third. And I've seen a lot of women that walked around where I grew up like they was the bomb and they were all this and all that. They ain't got no man to this day. Well, what happened to the this and the that? I didn't just want no man. I wanted a career. I wanted a family. I wanted to have something. I wanted my parents to say you did good. I'm proud of you. I didn't want to have to be going and begging or nothing. I take Synthroid every day too, Barb. That's what I take, Synthroid. So sometimes you just don't eat, and that's not good because the body stores what you don't eat for fat because it's not sure when it's going to get something else. But the truth of the matter is you're just not hungry. Paulette Rose, you trust God that He's going to bring you through it. Ain't nothing too hard for God. And Stacy Greer, I'm going to get your package mailed off. I hope I can send it off tomorrow. Now you won't get earrings because Natalie lost all the earrings, but you'll get the bag. Thank you, Tammy Wilkinson. Thank you, Emmanuel Battles. I know I'm gonna be healed, and I know a lot of people say, Sister Tracy, don't have the surgery, but I just need some relief. I just need those discs off of this nerve. You right, Roberta. Bucart, but that sometimes what's in a person comes out because they're most miserable. And sometimes their only outlet or to give back what they dish that what they get is to do it to somebody that ain't done nothing to them. You know, that's what bullies do. Just like we got spiritual bullies, in the natural we got bullies, honey. If your nose too big, people want to joan on you and bully you. If you're short, they want to call it the short man syndrome. God didn't want everybody tall. Yeah, it's always something that's different on somebody that somebody feels like they got the right to Joan. And I'm waiting for these preachers to start preaching about vanity because people are dying left and right trying to look the way people think is okay, is acceptable. They're getting poisoned, Tommy tucks and getting blood clots and that's what happened to Kanye West mama. You know, she was there getting a tummy tuck and it went successful, but then she got a blood clot, you know, and people getting liposuction and getting fat sucked from one place, putting it in another, getting butt injections and stuff, and not being done by professionals, and those things are busting, and people shooting semen in them just for beauty, vanity, 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 vanity. I have never seen in my life so many people vain. Your kids can't even grow up and live their life because you in competition. hmm And that's the truth. I thank God I didn't have no mother I was bumping into at no nightclub and trying to be everything like that. Hold on, let me see who this is. Hello. Hey, I'm on Facebook Live. Well, no, well, actually, I'm on I'm actually on YouTube right now. Okay, I can call you when I get off. You got your bag, right? Did I send you a bag? You know what? Please, is this Tamika I've been trying to get in touch with? Tamika, I'm just heartbroken for you. I saw that she passed away. 22 years old. Baby, I'm so sorry. I did send a message and told people if they can find you, and then I inboxed you because I just found out yesterday. I know. Oh, I know. I know. You know I'm gonna can I call you back when I get off? I've been praying from the time I found out, and it was beautiful. I sat and watched the whole service today. I didn't ever see you come in though. Oh, you had it too. I had it, Isn't it amazing? Remember when I saw you in Kroger's? She was with you and the babies, and I said me and my family had COVID in December, and you was like, "Wow." Did you? Hmm. Was she vaccinated? Oh, but you were, and it helped you out, didn't it? Say that again. Say, I want people to hear this on my YouTube. What did you say?
I don't think I would be here living if I wasn't vaccinated because of my underlying health conditions.
And what happened to your 22-year-old niece?
And she passed away in 6 days of having COVID.
And you still here?
And I'm still here, praise God.
How's her baby doing?
They're fine. They're over here with me now. They're doing good. I had them retested and they tested negative. So they are good
And you couldn't make it to her home going because of what?
because I'm still quarantining from my COVID test.
Okay. Well, baby girl, when I get off of here, I'm gonna call you and we gonna pray. And I went. Let me say this. I went where y'all used to live, on Ford. Am I right? When I used to do all y'all hair, y'all don't. The family don't live over there no more. They in the house you grew up in. Oh, I went through the street. I was just hoping, but I wasn't for sure. But I'm gonna call you when I get off. I love you. Okay. So y'all see what I was talking about? That's why I don't have time for foolishness. I did this whole family's hair. I did hair for 30 years. I watched this baby be born. Her aunt raised her. She said she got COVID, her and one of her kids. And she said that she had already got her shots and her niece didn't. She's still here because she had underlying health conditions. But today they buried her niece. She got the kids with her two kids, and she couldn't go to the funeral. And she said it's so hard. Now you see, that's who I was talking about. And I sent a message out on my personal page. Y'all find her because I went where I remember she used to live as a kid, but they don't live there no more. Beautiful 22-year-old baby with little kids. And I seen them in Kroger the beginning of the year. And I told them that I had been sick and I had it and stuff. And both of them was like, ooh, thank God so far not me. But I'm still here and it's by the grace of God. So, y'all, we gonna get used to YouTube. I'm gonna go over and greet them on Facebook. It's not about the monetization because I'm not making nothing on this video right here if you don't send super chats. But it's about how they treated me and wanted me to pipe down and can't say the name of the Lord. Um, that's my right. That's my right. And that's who keeps me. And that's who opened my doors. So it's the grace of God. And for whatever reason, he chose for me to do this out of all the other things that I could be doing. I thank him because I don't question God. Now, sometimes I do. He know I do. I don't say it out my mouth, but our thoughts, he know our thoughts. So I can't get away with it. But it is what it is. And I am who I am today because God used my mistakes. I'm going to keep being the type of person I am in my community. These people know me. They love me. I love them. I am real. I've always been Tracy. Tracy the giver, Tracy the nourisher, Tracy the care. People would sit in my chair and they would whisper in my ear. And sometimes God say, don't charge them. And I say, you good. They say, I'll bring it back. And I tell them on the way out the door, I just walk them to the door or something. And I say, I'm going to bless you today. Don't worry about it. But I promise you they would come back saying, Miss Tracy, I brought you some lunch. Miss Tracy, I got you. I got you. And they would. They really would. And it pays to be good and kind. And if you don't have to say nothing, if you don't have nothing good to say, you don't always have to say something. People are dying. What is it going to take for us to realize that we supposed to be coming together? We don't have to be mean and cruel and evil. We don't have to always have something negative. We don't have to always beat our brother down. Even if you don't want to be your brother's keeper, you don't know what they're going through. You don't have to say nothing. Even if you think you know and you ain't going to do nothing about it. Well, y'all want to see all these bandages they got on me. Watch this. Oh, I can't turn it around because it's on this holder. I was gonna show you my knee. But I'm still here and you still here. And we gotta do better. My heart go out to her. I dreamed about this little girl all night long. I couldn't get no sleep. I was just like that baby. I seen that baby in the store. I know that baby. I remember when she was born. I know her mama. I know her daddy. I know her grandparents. And her uncle used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was just a sad funeral today. And they did good. But over all the tears, I could hear that mama's cry. And she was weeping. And when they closed that casket, I just heard her. She was like, oh. And I was like, some things there's no words for. Some things there's just no words for. So I came over here, spent a little time, just chat with y'all. I still have days of missing my father. So I can only imagine all the people that laid loved ones to rest in 2020 and now 2021 and not knowing what the next year gonna bring. It's scary for me. You used to be like, well, we just out here, I ain't in these streets, I ain't doing this, so I'm good. But we got something. We're fighting an invisible thing. We can't see it. We can't tell if somebody got it. We don't even know when we come into the presence, but it's a killer. It ain't even playing with you. You can come in contact and it change your whole world. You can literally be here today. She said that baby died 6 days from getting it at the age of 22 with 2 little kids. 2 little kids. Yep, but you gonna get out. You can be in your house. You can be in your house. I was at home. Avery's school. She got it and brought it home. So even if you home, if anybody in the house got to go out, it's out there. If you let somebody in from the outside, it's out there. My mama back on shutdown. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Honey, I do that every day. When I open my eyes up, Barb, I give glory to God. I command my day. I pay attention to my surroundings. But guess what? If you go out to eat, you don't know if it's in the restaurant. If you out there, you just don't know. If you use the gas pump, you don't know. Even if you wash your hands. Even if it's somebody you know in the store and you just speaking to them. Even if it's your next door neighbor that you know all the time, but they could have let their grandkids come over. Or they could have let their son come over that run the streets. We don't know. Then we don't know where all our kids have been. Sometimes our children are out there in the streets and we let them come over and they bring it in. We don't know. Now, when I get off the phone, I talked to her a little in depth to find out how did it come about. But I command my day. I hope y'all still command y'all day. Y'all know the command in your day. You give God glory and honor first. Then you LYFE yourself. You love yourself first every day. Then you pay attention to your surroundings. And then the fourth thing is you pray without ceasing. You got to constantly be praying. If you can flip over in the middle of the night, say, Lord, I thank you. If you can say a word to him, say it. If you can say, forgive me every minute on the minute, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me of my thoughts. Forgive me of my sins. Lord, if I've done anything that's not pleasing to you, forgive me. Forgive me. If you got an out with somebody, get it right. Forgive me. That's why I tell y'all I love y'all. Yes, I do. Because I don't know. What if I don't get to see y'all no more? Or somebody come telling me, like it's one lady that used to follow me. I've been wondering where she at. I used to call her name all the time. Rita Nations Jackson. I pray ain't nothing happened to her. I didn't have no contact information on her. But you never know. Miss Josephine, you never know. And you have to pray without ceasing. Ask God to cover your family, the blood. When I wake up, I talk to the Lord. But it's out there. You know how we used to say we fighting the invisible man? Well, we're fighting an invisible thing that comes through your nostrils like an alien. And they get into your sinus cavity. And it enters through your nose. And then it's into your lungs. And it's just like y'all remember when we used to watch Ghostbusters and they have the slime, and it's like slime sitting on your lungs. And I'm supposed to be double vaccinated, triple vaccinated, because I had the antibodies and then I got both shots. Now if I get a boost, but only God is guaranteed. Nothing else is guaranteed. Nothing else is guaranteed. There's doctors out here trying to make us feel better, and they're dying, and they got children that's crying over them and wives. This is the beginning of sorrow. The end is not now. And that person that tried to interrupt me, calling me big, she just didn't want y'all to hear me tell y'all to go get cornmeal and get grits and get oatmeal and get flour and shake all that stuff in freezer bags and put it in the freezer and your dry beans. She didn't want me to say all that. Sheila Toby, I don't know if I have to have back surgery, but I ask God to cover and keep you, take you in there, bring you out safe. Don't let it be no blood clots form or anything. He is. T-Bell, God is the answer. He's the answer for the world today. But people get mad when you mention him. You're not going to keep no audience. Now, people will be on Facebook all day long with people talking trash. But you ain't going to keep no audience lifting up the name of the Lord. So, I can try looking her up, but I don't even know what she looked like, Jean P. Kind of Sims. I don't know if I get the right person. Okay, please click the like button on this video. I see only 13 people. We can help by clicking like. Come on, y'all. Okay, that's right, AJL. I do need y'all because I don't know what to do on here. I've not asked you for no money, but I am asking you to click the like and to share. I don't know how YouTube goes, but I would appreciate just what he said. Y'all can help me out because I don't understand everything. T Baby Wallace, I'm still on Facebook. I just in so much pain. I can't deal with a bunch of drama and negativity. I appreciate it if y'all do get my views up. It helps, I guess. Because y'all gonna start seeing some commercials over here. Everything the cankerworms took away, God gonna restore. He gonna bring it back. I'm gonna get it over here. I just every time I ask people to come over here, they act like they gotta leave another platform. You do not. I'm gonna still be over there too. But say it is a shutdown. I'm up here cooking and doing all this. If I have all my monetization over here, I can get a paycheck because I won't be able to go out and show houses if we shut down. Thank you, Linda Hampton. Thank you, AJL. I appreciate it so much. So let me enclose. I'm going to say, you've been waiting on a blessing, and it seems it just won't come. Body sick, wrecking with pain. Seems no one cares. But the devil, I can't hit no note. He is a liar and a deceiver. God is not through blessing you. So don't you ever stop believing what God promised he'd do. He will do. He's not through blessing you. God is going to mend broken relationships with children. God is going to work out some secret prayers only between you and God. He's going to work out some stuff on some jobs. He's going to meet your needs. He's going to bless your wealth and your health. He's going to keep and bring your wayward children in, that they pick up their phone and say, hey, I love you just as much as you love me. But I ask God right now to restore the joy, remove the pain, dry tear-stained eyes, and send latter rain. I love y'all. Yes, I do. I'm the cook, and you're my friends. I'm the cook that God has sent. So, you on Facebook with you and you too. Hey, I'm going to be able to go on both because I got another phone. I'm preparing to do both at the same time. So, I wish y'all Godspeed. Be careful. Love each other. And love yourself first every day. Do it for you and your family. Be mindful out there. And this virus does not have a respect of person. Don't care how much money you got, if you skinny or if you fat. It doesn't matter. All right? So remember, go get you a deep freezer and start packing up and getting ready for some of the shortages that's going to take place. The last time you can find rice in the store. So what you waiting on? Let's go ahead and start getting this stuff together. Who you talking to, Tracy? Me. Hit that like button on your way out. Y'all, I appreciate it. Y'all so good. Thank you so much, DC. I appreciate it. All minds clear. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. In Jesus' name, amen. And go ahead and get out that parking lot because I'm finna call this baby back and we finna pray. All right, keep that deep freezer full, Terrence, but make sure you put your cornmeal, your flour, and other things like that. Start incorporating it. They'll last. Use freezer bags, though. Make sure you use freezer bags. Y'all go and get off of here. And don't forget to like. I'll see y'all the next time. I got to go on Facebook. I might. But if I do, I'll see y'all there. But I'm finna call this baby right now.